Today we're going to talk about high notes. How do we get them without straining? If you've not watched the video on falsetto and the video on passaggio, then I recommend you do that, because that's the first step. If you want to get to this stage, you need to break off your falsetto and strengthen it. Really, really strengthen it. Yeah, not to get it loud, but to get it strong and flexible, so it's ready to take on the chest, to coordinate with the chest, to make the full voice. Yeah? So that's the work. The work is already done. Once you've done that, you've worked for many years on that falsetto, making it strong. And this next bit is easy. It's tricky. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's easy. It's the work is done in the falsetto, yeah, and also in the passaggio, changing, eliminating chest out of the voice, so it's ready to go into the high notes. Okay, so it's going to be a very short video, this, just to give you a little glimpse of how the falsetto changes into the full voice and the high notes. Yeah? So, I've told you before about with the falsetto blowing a lot of air, yeah? But now, once we start to coordinate, we need to reduce that airflow. In fact, hold the air back a little bit even, yeah? So we want to try and do the same hoo sound with the ooh, but with a held back air. So rather than going hoo, I go so it's more like I'm talking now, yeah? So once you can talk like that, but keeping the throat open, then it's ready to merge and to coordinate. Yeah, so that's a B. That's the highest note of the falsetto, yeah? So we're going to give you a little glimpse of how that changes into full voice. Okay, so you reduce the breath pressure. You start with the oo, and then you change to o. So let's try that. Already on the o sound is the beginnings of a coordinated voice. Yeah? And next time we're going to go to o. Yeah. So the o brings in a little bit more chest coordination. Yeah? But you have to add the a. To get chest into the voice fully, to get a fully engaged tone, we need to finally add the a. But that comes at the end of a long process. If you add it too soon, you get high larynx. Yeah, the a vowel takes a long time to develop. But once you've got it, you've got the beginnings of the full voice. Yeah. So, but remember, when you change from oo to o, don't let go of that oo sensation. The oo sensation, the falsetto oo sensation, underpins every high note. Yeah? At first it's a bit tricky to keep that idea, but eventually it'll become like second nature and it'll be easy. So, let's have a go at doing oo through to a on the high B. Bit by bit, you can gradually start to add more power to that. Yeah, maybe in the next video I'll cover that, how you start to add the power. But that's the beginning of it. I didn't want to give you too much information yet, because you've got a lot of work to do on your falsetto and your passaggio, yeah? And once you've got all that working, you'll know the voice will want to go into full voice. It's like when you do the you feel the voice will want to go to the full voice. Yeah? And if it doesn't feel like it, if it just goes, if it stays in falsetto when you change the vowels, then you need to keep working. Don't do the ah then. If it's not ready to go to full voice, just keep on oo, o, and or. Those three vowels. Oo, I mean, or isn't a real vowel, but it's like an English vowel. Or. It's a darkening of the R sound. Ooh or or. Remember, we always start the voice with dark sounds. But believe me, when the voice is ready to put that ah back into it, wow, then it gets very, very bright, yeah? The full finished voice is a very bright sound, yeah? But you need to get ah throughout the whole range, yeah? But we start on these higher notes, especially the B is a good note to start with. The C is a bit different. I'll talk about that in another video. But the B is not a bad note to try and start, just to bring a sensation of that that the closing of the chords. That's the arytenoids coming back in. But they're very thin. You've stretched out the chords doing the falsetto work, the ooh, 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 the dark vowel sounds. And then you're ready, to bring that ah back into it. Okay, that's all I'm saying today, because I don't want you to go too far with this yet. Yeah, it's going to take a while. This takes years. Years of developing the ooh vowel, the pure ooh. Once the throat's open, ooh, ooh, and I can talk like that. Then I'm ready to start, I can talk like that a little bit. Start adding a bit more tension, a bit more arytenoid tension. And that's the beginnings of the full voice. And we'll cover a bit more on the next video. But for now, I think that's enough. Just try a little bit. Just experiment adding that sensation. But with the ooh falsetto always there in the background. If you lose that, the throat closes and you and you get the high larynx.